What's happening, YouTube? Back again inside of the press bar. Listen, this video right here, I guess it's an installment from my spiritual bank account because without the spirit of the Most High, I definitely would have went bankrupt with what I'm finna talk about. But before I get off into it, like, share, subscribe, man. Leave me some comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this, because I know I ain't the only one that's done went through this or somebody's still going through this right now. Okay, here's what it is, y'all. My oldest daughter got tricked out of her spot. Now, let me unpack this a little bit. I have an 18-year-old daughter, just turned 18 last month. I was on child support. I actually just left child support court, and I'm done. It is paid in full. It reads 0, 0, 0 as far as my debt to their child support arrangement. Now, I got put on child support when the child turned 17 for the second time. I got took off, got put back on. Now, the child turned 17. I got put on child support for a year. Me and the mother was already at odds, which had caused me and the child to be at odds. I've learned so much since the beginning of this whole debacle, and I'm gonna try to, like I say, unpack it as much as I can. But I got put on child support this last year because the mother knew she had 1 year to really get some money out of me. Even though I'm not working, even though you're gonna get the less amount possible, she knew I can't get nothing out this man when you turn 18. What my child doesn't understand is she's still my child. Even when child support is over, you still my child. But the mother has convinced the child that you don't need nothing from your daddy. Or better yet, we don't need nothing from it. I'm gonna take care of everything you need so that you don't need your father for anything. Now, that's a sick program for a mother to download inside her child. I just left child support court. I just seen 3 generations of women against me in child support court. I just seen my daughter. I just seen my daughter's mother. I just seen my daughter's grandmother. So there's 3 generations of women in child support court against a man. That is what I call the perpetuation of a generational curse, where you got the grandma, the mother, and the granddaughter all in child support court going against a father. Ain't nobody gonna call me a deadbeat. Ain't nobody gonna say I haven't been inactive in my fatherhood. Nobody. So to have these 3 women in that courtroom for the sole purpose today was to see me go to jail, y'all. I'm paid in full. The judge asked the mother of my child, is there anything she want to ask? This woman said, I want the contempt order to be upheld. In other words, because, let me rewind. About 3 months ago, 3-4 months ago, I had to go to court. I hadn't been paying child support. So the judge sentenced me to 180 days in the county. But she suspended it because I only had 4 months left on child support to see if I was going to pay, which I did. This woman asked the judge to uphold the contempt and send me to jail today. So you wanted me to go to jail in front of my child, even though the child support was paid. This is not about money. This is about a personal vendetta. And it's going to continue. It is continuing because my child still has that same amount of venom for me as a mother does. And that's where the generational curses continue at, because at some point you would think, I don't want to see my child in child support court, me going against her father, let alone bring your mother to go against the same father that has seen me active since this girl came out the womb. But this is how my daughter got tricked. because I missed my daughter's junior year in high school. I missed her whole senior year. So these last 2 years of her life, she didn't want anything to do with me. No matter what I had to offer, the program that was in her is, we don't need your daddy. So that's the program my daughter is running up under now. Very wicked program. I have another child. I have an 11-year-old daughter. Listen, just because you got a mother telling you you're not a shit, you ain't shit of a father, you the worst father, I still got another daughter over here I got to be Superman for. Just because you done programmed this child and because you feel a certain way doesn't take away from my fatherhood. You don't take any stripes from me. And it only shows the wickedness and the hatred that one has in their heart from somebody they made a child with. I made some mistakes during this whole parental episode with my oldest daughter. Had I known what I know now, I would have never talked shit about her mother online and publicly. I didn't understand then, me talking shit about her mother, no matter how I felt, my daughter was staying with her. So she gonna have to choose a side. She chose her mother's side. And so they just built up as my pain, my anger, I began to verbalize it. My daughter felt attacked because I'm attacking her mother. I get that. And then the mother is, look at your daddy talking about us. No, I'm not. I'm talking about you, not my daughter. But in that moment of, like I say, anger, I didn't have the wisdom, didn't take over to be like, just let it alone. Be quiet, be silent. Let your silence kill it. I didn't. So my daughter ended up taking sides. And now she's under the guise of, I don't need a daddy. I don't need you for nothing. So can you imagine a father that has so much to offer for his child? The child is rejecting everything. This is the worst form of parental alienation. We don't talk about this enough, but a lot of men understand what I'm saying. And a lot of women, y'all know too about a woman. I've heard so many women say, I wish my baby daddy was trying to be active. So to have a woman with the baby father trying to be active and you are cutting off this line of love, of rearing, of fatherhood, absolute wickedness. And it's going to continue again to create these generational curses that people need to heal from. People have to understand this. We have to come to a point in our life where we can forgive our parents. Me, I wasn't a daddy until I became one. I was able to look around and say, well, I'm not going to, off of my own childhood, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do this. So I was able to learn from the mistakes of my parents. I was able to learn from the mistakes of my brother, from just people all around. And it made me a better father. Not the best father, because again, I'm learning as I go. I'm not the same father that I was 10 years ago. I'm not the same father that I was 2 years ago. We go through things in our life too. We go through hurdles. We go through learning spells when we're trying to figure it out. So we have to have I had to come to the point in my life to forgive my father for things I thought that she came up short on. I had to forgive my mother for different ways that she parented. And I did that. And so our children sometimes, they don't realize, hey man, we trying to figure this thing out. We trying to figure out life. We trying to provide. We got bills. We trying to just fight to do the best that we can to be the best parents we can. A lot of children hold on to this. A lot of adults I know still hold on to childhood trauma that their mamas and daddies put them through. They haven't healed yet. We need a healing, we need healing spaces, man, for people to relieve childhood trauma. And instead of us breaking these curses, I'm seeing it's passed down again from generation. Again, I'm not the only father who is going through something. They can't see their child. Their child, the mother of their child, has completely put them under a spell to where they have no contact with the child. And to that I say, God is the best of planners. do the best you can, and let God do the rest. Because I remember as a child, I remember everything my daddy did, every place he took me, everything he bought me. I remember it as an adult. So I know everything I've done for my children. It's going to come online and say, nah, my daddy really showed up and showed out the best he could. So my daughter has been tricked out of that now to completely cut me off and everybody on my side of the family off because of the feud me and her mother had or have. And because of me in my active fatherhood. A woman that's never had a father in her life, two things. You can never tell me how to be a father. And the fact that you didn't have a father and you think that you turned out okay, you'll plant that seed in your daughter's like, my daddy didn't do nothing for me and look at me. Yeah, you fucked up. And you're fucking up this child too. With that type of mentality, that type of behavior, that type of action. But nobody want to talk about this because sometimes you're gonna have to black somebody out. Sometimes somebody gonna get shit on them. But some things need to be said. I didn't get on here to bash her. She needs to be healed. But I got on here to make it plain that sometimes, man, the people that know you the best, that you have a relationship with, these will be the ones that are actually prey on your downfall again. All of the child support is paid for in full. She still want me to go to jail. And my daughter has to witness this. So I just pray that my daughter heals from all the childhood trauma. I pray that if you're out there and you're going through it, what I would advise you to do, if you're not going to take a legal stance and go get you a lawyer, I say just be quiet. Because the child is going to figure it out one day. Just be quiet. And don't make the child choose sides. If you're a dad, the child stay with the mother, be quiet. Because she's going to be manipulated to choose that mother's side. This ain't what I heard, this is what I know. So again, a lot of these kids, man, they get tricked out of their spot like mine is. I got so much I want to. My child just graduated, she didn't ask for nothing. She went to school 2 years, didn't ask for nothing. That ain't how we rock over here. We do it. We do it, and we do it well. So to deny everything coming from my direction is clearly the works of a disgruntled mother. But I'm on child support for my oldest child. God is the greatest. The contempt was dismissed. I walked out of there, not on a thing, man. God is the greatest. Hope y'all have a great day. I'm out of here.